Hello and welcome to another Forged Lands Forever cast. I'm your host Swkoll, and today we'll be looking at a replay between Voodoo as the blue UEF and CrazedChariot, the red Siren, on Cirrus Major. Important things about this map: it's usually a 2v2. Expansions are up here, down here. There's also a lot of ledges, one out of your starting location, and one up to this plateau up here. There's also lots of rocks around these four mountains around the side. Very critical thing in this map, there's a portal in the middle of the map with lots of reclaim if you manage to get that first. Tech 1 point defense is protecting it though, so you'll need to bring Tech 1 RD with you. Voodoo coming out with 2 P-gens and rushing the Hydro to get second air. CrazedChariot going with 4 P-gens, but no, 5 P-gens. Then he'll get a factory up here while his engineers get the Hydro. Should allow Voodoo to get the Hydro first, getting 2 additional P-gens before the air factory. The fastest way to get up this ledge is to have your ACU build a factory up here, and then have NGs come out of this factory and do a whole T1 spam to the center. This map allows for a bunch of really creative things, and I hope we'll see some of those this match. Voodoo now sending his ACU up, possibly to collect this mass once he gets some RD up there. Now Bomber out for Voodoo, going down the side. Might be looking for raiding groups or engineers. So far we see 2 Manti and a Mole. Might get hit by the Bomber, but now he sees the raiding group and the Bomber. Bomber misses the NG. Meanwhile, we have a Bomber coming out for CrazedChariot, doing a similar thing. Interceptor out for Voodoo, and Interceptor out for CrazedChariot, so that Bomber may go down. Bomber, no kills, misses the NG. Bomber goes down. Meanwhile, Voodoo has prepped some RD and a scout. Looks like he'll be going after this middle mass. No play from CrazedChariot towards the middle, though. This could be pretty bad if he doesn't decide to head there quickly. First point defense is down. Manti versus tanks. Manti win. Now raiding group coming along the side. Numbers for CrazedChariot. Not shooting at the right unit. Successful raiding from CrazedChariot through the top and through the bottom. But Voodoo is now taking out the defenses and will get to work on the Quantum Gateway. CrazedChariot standing around, not even bothering to get it. The raiding group makes it all the way around the back. We'll be targeting the mass extractor. 4 NGs on power spam for Voodoo. And 3 on power spam for CrazedChariot. Forces coming around the side, but should be countered by these Mantis. Now, Voodoo has managed to just collect all of that mass, giving him a huge eco advantage. He's trying to utilize it all, but will power stall unless something happens. But it's Voodoo, so he'll get his economy straight. CrazedChariot finally sending out his ACU to the middle. Probably hoping to get some of that mass, but it's all gone. Manti attacking through the top. And tanks coming down through the bottom. And a group of Manti get all the way into Voodoo's base. Start attacking engineers, tanks, all sorts of crazy stuff. So, map control advantage, very good for CrazedChariot right now. But Voodoo definitely made up for that by getting the middle mass. See how many Tech 2 mexes he's got. How many is he getting? He's got 3 upgrading. And he has a Tech 2 land spam pumping out pillars. Any Tech 2 land from CrazedChariot? No, we don't see any Tech 2 land. Already completed Tech 2 mexes though. You can see CrazedChariot now catching up in the score. Voodoo sending his ACU to the top choke point. CrazedChariot deciding to build point defenses in the middle. A nice move with the Arty shooting down on this position, managing to take out NGs. CrazedChariot not being... he hasn't been able to use his ACU effectively all game. Besides building some factories, that's in these point defense, that's all. Now Voodoo is managing to push in with his Arty, using the hill to his advantage. There needs to be more Arty in this force so it can fight vertically rather than horizontally. 2 interceptors go down due to carelessness from CrazedChariot. Voodoo has finished his mech upgrades. And now we're seeing Tech 2 Air with Renegades coming out from CrazedChariot. Their Tech 2 Air response. No, just Tech 1 interceptors. Now massive battle about to take place here. We got Tech 2 Pillars leading the charge against a horde of Manti and some Medusas. And a few moles thrown in for good measure. A secondary reinforcement force comes in to push the force back. Nice use of the Cybernardi to take out the... well, to stun the pillars. It's a unique thing on Cybernardi. If it hits a unit, the unit can no longer move or shoot for a couple seconds. Arty, again, being very useful, shooting down at the base. Now we're seeing the Tech 2 gunships coming in to do their work. This Tech 1 force has no flak in it. CrazedChariot has managed to establish air control locally while this force goes down. Voodoo now moving in his interceptors, presumably to attack that force. Apparent numbers for Voodoo. CrazedChariot, Voodoo now attacking these point defenses. CrazedChariot off to the side, regenerating health. A lot of veterancy on these Renegades. 13 kills and gaining. Now this looks like they'll be cleaned up nicely. Renegades defending against Tech 1 push. Now over here, this Tech 1 force is defeating the Manti. CrazedChariot is going heavily into fighter bomber Corsair production. No, wait, no, he's not making Corsairs, never mind. He's just making Renegades and Intis. Voodoo with a far superior land spam. Tech 2 power now. TML. A single TM, multiple TMDs from Voodoo. No, CrazedChariot, my bad. The TML will be defended against, at least locally. 8 kills on the ACU versus 0 kills on Voodoo's, but he managed to reclaim, so it's all good. And he's just standing around a bunch of Tech 1 flak, expecting a Renegade snipe. Now, forces from CrazedChariot pushing in. Emergency point defenses going up from Voodoo. Will this force stop? force is getting hammered by a Tech 1 point defense. 2 Tech 1 point defenses. Pillar is being sent in to die. But so far things do not look good for CrazedChariot. He's now getting an upgrade. Can't really tell. That might be the gun, might be stealth. Can't really tell in the Cybern ACU. Huge eco advantage for Voodoo right now. Plus 71 mass. Plus 79 mass. Wait, what? My bad. Looks like these mexes have been upgraded and have the bonus from the massive storages. Having all of those around gives you plus 3 mass. A drop coming in from Voodoo. It will be going around the side. It's an arty drop. Will land here, presumably to do damage. Now it looks like Tech 3 land from CrazedChariot. Are we seeing Voodoo counter? Voodoo is not going Tech 3 land yet. Still producing pillars and getting upgrades on his ACU. TML comes out, attacks the Tech 3 factory. That'll slow Tech 3 production substantially. Now we're seeing successful drop, pillar, arty. Flak in this force, Tech 2 flak. This expansion will be completely lost for CrazedChariot. The TML should protect this from any further problems. Now Loyalists coming out. 2 Loyalists currently on the field. 3 Loyalists. He has to go all into this production if he wants to save it. Now very sneaky Tech 1 transport. Dropping in tanks and arty. Loyalists attempting to fight back against this large Tech 1 force. They're failing. Emergency Tech 1 point defenses are going up. 2 Tech 1 point defenses. The Tech 2 power goes down. So does the TMD. Power storages. Loads the field capacity down. Looks like they'll be running all the way in. Nothing to stop them at this point. Tech 2 on CrazedChariot's ACU. Nothing to stop them against this massive force, though. Loyalists getting some nice veterancy, but it won't be enough. Tech 3 factory survives. And now an air battle. Voodoo has numbers and should win. CrazedChariot calls him GG. And there we go. 21-minute game. Nice plays by Voodoo, getting the early mass, giving him a substantial eco advantage over CrazedChariot. Somehow CrazedChariot was managed to keep up on teching, but in doing that, lost the T1 spam wars. He had a few nice pushes that could have had something come out of them, but they failed. He could have also used his renegades to attack Voodoo's eco rather than his forces. I'm not sure that would have helped him all that much, but it might have helped a bit. So if you have any suggestions for these casts, please leave them in the comments below. And remember to like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and good night.